Hi everybody, welcome to Techvision Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about CSS font fallbacks. So below are some commonly used font fallbacks organized by 5 generic fonts family. In the last video, we talked about some of them. So we have commonly used font fallback. We have serif, traditional fonts with small decorative strokes at the end of the letter strokes. Sans serif, modern fonts without decorative strokes, offering a clean and minimalist look. Monospace, fonts where all characters occupy the same horizon space, often used for code. We have cursive, the cursive font that mimics human handwriting, often with flowing and connected letters. We have fantasy, that is decorative fonts that don't fall in other category, often used for display purposes. We have serif. We have different and whole lots. Under serif, we have Time New Roman, Time, and a lot of them. We have Georgia serif, we have Grammont, everything's under serif. Then sans serif, we have Arial, Avatic, Tahoma, Vandana, Tribuchet, Helvetical, and so on and so forth. For us not to waste our time, let's move to the next one. We have monospace fonts, Carrier New, they're all under monospace, cursive, brush script empty, fantasy fonts. There are plenty. You need to just check them. So we have font style. The CSS font style property specifies that font style for a text. This property can have one of the following values. We have normal, the text is shown normally. Italic, the text is shown in italic. We have oblique, the text is leaning. Oblique is very similar to italic. Let's check the next one. So, okay, let's do an example on font style. So let's create a p tag and say styling our font. Then we'll come here, we'll say class font 1. Let's just give it font 1. Then we'll come here. What do you want to do? Font 1. Then inside font 1, inside font 1, what is our mission? We said we want to style it. So let's say font style. We want our font style to be italic. This is very simple. It's not hard at all. As you can see, it is in italic. We also want it to be, if we don't want italic, we want oblique. Let's see, oblique. Oblique is also closer to italic, like it was mentioned. And we have normal. Can you see it's back to normal? Then let's move to the next one. The next one says the font weight property specifies how thick or thin characters in text should be displayed. This property can have one of the following: normal, which is default, bold, bolder, lighter, or you have them in 100, 200 to 900. So let's add the font weight effect to what we have here. We've already included font style. Now let's include font weight. Font weight. We can have it in bold and can you see our font weight? It is in bold. If you want it more, you can say thin. We can have it in thin. Let's say thin. That this is in thin. And also it says you can have it in lighter, 900, and so on. Just try to practice around it. Then the next one, we have CSS font variant. The CSS font variant property specifies whether or not a text should be displayed in small caps font. In a small caps font, all lower letters are converted to uppercase letter. However, the converted uppercase letters appears in a smaller font size than the original uppercase letter in the text. So we have font variants, we have normal, small caps. Let's give it font size, then we'll give it font variant. Font size, let's say 20 pixel. Then font variant. Let's give it small caps. Can you see the small caps? That is how font variant works. And we have normal. Let's move to the next one. We just did font size now. The CSS font size. The font size property is used to specify the size of the text or font. Being able to manage the text size is very important in web design. However, you should not use font size adjustment to make paragraphs look like heading or headings look like paragraph. Always use the proper HTML tag, like that is the P tag, the H1 for heading, and the P tag for paragraph. For heading and for paragraphs, the font size can be set to absolute size or to a relative size. Absolute, which should be in pixels, that is px. Pixels offer fixed and precise control over the font size. Then we have XS, small, X, small, small, medium, large, X, large, XS, large. This keyword has a predefined set of sizes in browser. Then we have relative sizes, which are EM. This unit is relative to the font size of the parent element. REM. This unit is relative to the font size of the root element. We have in percentage. This unit is relative to the font size of the parent element. We have smaller and larger. This unit adjusts the font size relative to the parent element. How to pick the right unit? We have fixed control. For fixed and precise control, PX can be used. Scaling issues with PX, the web page will not scale. Scaling issues, the web page will not scale well on different screen sizes or with user preferences. We have non-output size. Absolute size can be useful when the physical size of the output is known. We have scalable design. For scalable web design, use EM or REM. They also allow users to adjust text size in their browser settings. Then we have parent element adjustment, which is the percentage, can be useful for adjusting font sizes based on parent elements. We have set font size with pixels. Setting the text size with pixels gives you full control over the text size. If you use pixel, the web page may not scale very well on different screen sizes, and the user cannot adjust the text size in their browser setting. However, users can still use the zoom tool to resize the entire page. We have different font sizes. You can work on that yourself. It's simple. Then we have set font size with EM. The EM unit is relative to the font size of the parent element. So if the parent element has a font size of 16px, then 2.5 would result in 40 pixel. In the following examples, the text size in EM is the same as the previous examples in pixel. However, the EM unit allows the user to adjust the text size in browser settings. So we have examples. Then the next one says set font size with REM. I know you can practice around this, so that's why I'm not creating an example for you because it's easier. Then we have the set font size with REM. The REM unit is relative to the font size of the root element. Unlike EM, which is relative to the font size of its parent element, REM always refers to the font size of the element regardless of its position in the document tree. This makes REM very useful for creating scalable and responsive design. By changing the font size of the elements, all element size with REM units will scale proportionally throughout the entire page. The default font size of the element is most browsers 16px. So by default, one REM equals 16px unless explicitly overridden in CSS. I hope you understand. Then we have the view W, that is the viewport unit. The font size can also be set as viewport, which means viewport width. The viewport width is a relative unit that represents a percentage of the width of the viewport. Ta-da! That is easy. You can work around this and just for you to learn more. Thank you for watching this video. Please do well to follow us across all socials at Css Academy. See you next time. Bye.